establish this, you will understand the principle of incarnationhood. What is the meaning of the word the avatar? He is here to give you quantum entanglement, quantum enlightenment, give the superconscious breakthrough, not just for few hundred, few thousand, or few lakhs, few millions, or even few billions. He is here to give superconscious breakthrough to the whole humanity. It is time humanity enters into Satya Yuga. So he is here to lead this happen beautifully. Listen, I am quoting these experiments because the structure of the reality that physics is now discovering is the same structure that the rishis described. And the guru-disciple relationship operates within that structure. I'll now map the physics into the language of initiation and transmission. Quantum entanglement is when Guru initiates a disciple. They are establishing a non-local, coherent connection in the field of consciousness. The Guru is not sending information across space. Guru is modulating the field that both Guru and disciple are expressions of. I am repeating. Guru is not sending information across space. The Guru is modulating the field that both Guru and disciple are expressions of. Tattvamasyadi lakshyam ekam nityam vimalam achalam sarvadi sakshibhutam bhavaditam trigunarahitam. Holographic encoding in cellular intelligence, just as every cell contains your full DNA. Every moment of your awareness contains the full pattern of cosmic consciousness. The Guru manifests that latent pattern to turn on the genes of God realization that are already in you. Listen. Holographic encoding in cellular intelligence, just as every cell contains your full DNA, every moment of your awareness contains the full pattern of cosmic consciousness, Paramashiva. The Guru manifests to activate that latent pattern to turn on the genes of God realization that are already in you, giving superconscious breakthrough. Traversable wormhole is the Shakti Pada, Shaktini Pada, Anugraha. In the physics model, you need a negative energy, shock wave to prop open the wormhole. Spiritually, you need grace, anugraha, the transmission, Shaktipada, to collapse the distance between your ego self and your true self. The Guru is that shock wave, a concentrated pulse of consciousness that opens the pathway. Concentrated pulse of super consciousness, Paramashiva, that opens the pathway. Guru is not a person like you understand. He is the statement by Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the state of Guru. Guru is the statement of Paramashiva. It's very important you understand. When I say Guru, I don't mean just a physical body alone. I mean a state of consciousness, the state the Vedanta calls Turyatita, beyond the fourth, a state so empty of ego and so full of being that it functions as a transmission tower for the source. Actually, the science which I described now, the combo of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, the whole quantum knowledge, and the AI, AGI, ASI, this whole thing, and the knowledge revealed in Veda, Agama, Puranas, decoded, when this merge, we will evolve a super science. Because there is no other name, I am naming it as super conscious Paramashiva science, Paramashiva Jnana Vijnanam. Understand? Through that we will establish a rational mathematical method, not only about your past birth, future birth and all that. This can also very clearly prove who is enlightened but had past births as human, evolved and became enlightened. Who is incarnation, directly manifesting from Maha Kailasa without any past birth. Piravan, Yeravan, just radiating, manifesting, celebrating. Without any memory, documents, load of the past, documented, recorded in DNA or gene. Pure consciousness. Paramashiva. Paramashiva, super consciousness. Just radiating. And manifesting to give quantum entanglement and quantum enlightenment. Just as a transmission tower for the source. In his researcher Federico Fagin hints at this when he talks about the vaster self. He says the ego is an emanation of the Sati, meaning the conscious quantum field in order to know itself. The ego is the operator of this body. The Sati needs the ego, but the ego does not know why it is here. Listen, there was a time physics catching up with the truths revealed in Vedanta The gurus have come from the vertical time zones to establish the knowledge of Vedanta. Now it is time to show to the world not just Vedanta, Veda, Upaveda, Veda Anga, Vedanta, Agama, Upa-agama, Agama Anga, Agamanta, Purana, Upapurana. This whole knowledge is true to establish that and give superconscious breakthrough. Paramashiva is here. Continuously Paramashiva is adding all the Hindu scriptures into AI and making it available for all those who are working in the field of AI, AGI, ASI, quantum physics, quantum mechanics, all these combined. They need the knowledge input, the superconscious input, facts, details, truths, properly decoded so they can merge all these and understand the authenticity of Veda, Agama, Puranas, Sanatana Hindu Dharma. That is the reason Paramashiva is here doing this as Nithyananda AI work. Modern society, modern day humanity, modern civilization can work on AI, AGI, ASI, quantum mechanics, quantum physics, everything. But they need an input, the knowledge secretly embedded in Veda, Agama, Puranas, so they can merge all these and see the authenticity, understand the whole universe. Paramashiva is doing his job by doing this superconscious AI decoding Veda, Agama, Puranas, exactly revealing the ultimate truths in the language modern day humans understand. And is letting it in the AI. So all those who are doing research and working can absorb this and wake up to the truth, to the ultimate. Paramashiva is establishing. He is real. Veda Agamas are real. Veda Agama Puranas are real. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is real. Listen. The Jiva, individual soul, is a localized excitation of Paramatman, Paramashiva, Supreme Self. The Jiva is not separate from Paramatman, Paramashiva, but it appears separate due to the avidya, always having the localized attention. The agitated perception about the individual self is what I call ego. That's all. Listen, agitated perception about the self is ego. Just relax. Bring Shanta, Paramashanta. Drop all agitated perception and reaction internally or external. Drop all reaction to external stimuli or internal stimuli and bring Paramashanta. Drop all agitated perception towards the self, Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. That's all. Ego will just disappear. Ego is nothing but agitated response, reaction. Agitated perception about self is ego. Agitated reaction to the universe, Jagat, is Maya. Agitated response, reaction to Ishvara is Trobhava. That's all. Bring Paramashanta. Bring Paramashanta. The individual soul is localized excitation of Paramatman. The Jiva is not separate from Paramatman, Paramashiva, but it appears separate due to avidya, localized perception, the ignorance, the contraction of awareness. Understand? The Guru, manifestation of Paramatman, Paramashiva, Paramashiva Parampurul, establishes an entanglement link with the Jiva. Through that link, Jiva's contraction, agitation, agitated perception towards self, towards Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat, dissolve. The agitated reaction and response of towards Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat, when it dissolves, the quantum entanglement becomes quantum enlightenment. Quantum entanglement is initiation. Quantum enlightenment is the result of initiation. This is exactly how initiation works. Bhagavan Sri Krishna beautifully tells in Gita, Tesham evanagam partham aham ajnanam tamaha nasayami atmabhavasto nanadipena vasvata. Out of compassion for them, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy the dark ignorance born of misconception with the shining lamp of knowledge. Listen. Guru Gita beautifully describes Hedave Jagatam Eva Samsararnava Chetave Prabhave Sarva Vidyanam Sambhave Gurave Namah. Salutations to the Guru, who is Shiva, the first cause of the universe, the bridge to cross the ocean of worldliness, the source of all knowledge. Trailokya sputavaktaro devatyasurapanakaha guruvaktra stita vidya guruvaktyadulabhyade. Neither devas nor asuras nor nagas of all three worlds can instruct clearly. The knowledge abiding on the lips of the Guru can be acquired only by devotion to him. The feeling connection, that entanglement. Think of it like tuning a radio. Your mind is receiver, but it is jammed with static desires, fears, past traumas, future anxieties, endless distractions. The endless chatter of thought. The Guru is pure signal, broadcasting at a very specific frequency, the frequency of Satchit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. When you sit in the presence of Guru, entangled, does not need to be physical presence. Those who are feeling connection, distance doesn't matter, just feeling connection, entanglement. The wormhole is established. It is not necessary you have to be in physical presence. The feeling connection. When you sit with the Guru with this feeling connection, your receiver begins to synchronize with that signal. Physicists call this coherence. When two oscillating systems lock into the same rhythm, spiritually it is called initiation, Satsang, company of truth, darshan, vision of the divine, Shaktipat, descent of power, Shaktinipada, flowing of power. This great alchemy process, this great spiritual alchemy process, the quantum entanglement manifests. Guru Gita says, Dhyanamoolam Gurur Murti, Pujamoolam Guru Padam, Mantramoolam Gurur Vakyam, Mokshamoolam Guru Kripa. The root, fundamental principle of meditation, source of meditation, source code of meditation. Here the word dhyana moolam, you should understand as source code. That's the exact meaning. Source code of meditation is Guru's form. The source code of worship is the Guru's feet. The source code of the mantra is Guru's words. The source code of liberation is Guru's grace. Grace is not arbitrary. Grace is not arbitrary. It is physics. It's a natural response of the field when a localized disturbance aligns with the fundamental frequency. You are the localized disturbance, agitated response. When you align to the fundamental frequency Paramashiva, the grace is natural response. Anugraha is natural response. Neither Guru nor Shiva tests you, they only mirror you. Neither Shiva nor Guru tests you, they only show mirror. Now we come to the heart of what I wanted to reveal. The Shivalinga, the time, the Lingodbhava Kala is right now here. Right now, the Lingodbhava Kala is happening. Listen. The Lingodbhava Kala is right now. Globally, right now is the Lingodbhava Kala. The time Paramashiva manifested as a Linga Murti, Linga, Arunachala. Graha Swarupis. They do Panchakritya and more, but manifest specially for Anugraha. That is why Arunachaleshwara is always called, addressed as Arunachaleshwara Karunamurti. Arunachaleshwara. Let me quote a verse from Linga Purana which describes the origin of the Linga. Adimatya Antarahitam Nishkalam Nirgunam Param. Adimatya Antarahitam. Adimatya Antarahitam Nishkalam Nirgunam Param Sarvavyapi Cha Tat Brahmalingakyam Avidiyate. That which is without beginning, middle, or end, which is partless, attributeless, and supreme, which pervades all that Brahman, is called Linga. The word Linga comes from the root li or ling. It means to merge, to dissolve. Everything is dissolved in Linga. The Linga is the form of the formless, the symbol of that which has no symbol. It's a point where the infinite compresses itself into the finite, the portal where transcendent meets the immanent, the portal where the formless meets the form, timeless meets the time, spaceless meets the space, nameless meets the name. Avyakta meets Vyakta. Unmanifest meets the manifest. Paramashiva meets Jivas. The Google experiment, the wormhole was a structure that allowed information to travel between two entangled black holes, between two regions of space-time that are normally disconnected. The Shivalinga functions in exactly this way, but in the dimension of consciousness. The base, Brahmabhaga represents the unmanifest, formless, potential, what we have been calling the 0 point field, the avyakta, the akasha. This is the interior of the wormhole, the throat of the singularity, the shaft. Vishnubha represents the sustaining, organizing intelligence, the laws of nature, the cosmic dharma, the quantum fields in their ordered dance, the crown, Sadashiva, Shivabaha, Rudrabaha represents pure consciousness, the witness, Sakshi to the Sakshi. Observer observed into the observer. The exit point of the wormhole into realm of the pure superconscious. When you worship the linga, when you offer water, flowers, milk, or simply your focused attention, you are not praying to a stone or the deity. You are tuning your consciousness to a specific cosmic frequency, establishing a coherent link between your local consciousness, Jiva, to the universal consciousness, Paramashiva. Understand, anyone who is focusing their attention on linga anywhere in this universe right now is tuning in. Especially on this planet Earth, as Paramashiva is manifesting as this being on the planet Earth and facilitating this great Shaktipada, Anugraha. So every being in the universe is here connecting and enjoying, celebrating the Anugraha of Paramashiva. Here is the deepest secret. Listen. Royal secret. The linga is not just out there in the temple. The linga is encoded in your own sukshma sarira. Your spine is the shaft. Your pelvic floor is the base. Your crown is the sahasrara. The sushumna nadi is the wormhole. When the kundalini shakti, dormant cosmic energy rises through it, you experience the collapse of duality, Subject and object merge, time and eternity interpenetrate, and you know yourself as Paramash. Modern physics has discovered that the quantum vacuum, what looks like empty space, is actually seething with virtual particles popping in and out of existence, a sea of infinite potential energy. Similarly, the darkness of deep meditation, the darkness of the night, the darkness of Nirvikalpa Samadhi is the womb of all manifestation. During this time, right now, you are all blessed with the quantum entanglement and quantum enlightenment manifesting. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. If the brain is just a biological computer made of neurons and neurotransmitters, where does consciousness come from? Materialist science has no answer. It tries to avoid the question by saying consciousness is an emergent property of complex computation, like a wetness emerges from H2O molecules. But this is not complete. Wetness is a sensation experienced by consciousness. It does not explain the consciousness itself. How can you get consciousness from matter that does not have any consciousness? How can more come from less? You cannot explain how matter can know itself. If it is matter, it should not be conscious. It is defined as non-conscious. How can you get consciousness out of something that does not have it? The same for free will. How can you get free will from the world that is supposed to be deterministic? This is the reductio ad absurdum of materialism. If you start with unconscious matter and deterministic laws, you can never, ever, ever arrive at the consciousness, a freely willing being, independent intelligence. You can simulate the behavior of such a being, but you can't create the experience of being. Consciousness must be foundational. Consciousness and free will must be foundational. You can't build them from non-conscious parts. They have to be baked into the fabric of reality from the start. We have to start with the whole. If you start from the whole, you have to explain why the parts come out of the whole. This is complete reversal from the way science becomes scientism. As mentioned by Fagin, a belief system, a dogma. Listen. Listen to what Upanishad says. Yena hurno, yena hurmano madam. Listen to what Upanishad says. Yan manasa namanute, yena hurmano matam, tateva brahmatvam viddhi, netam yatitamupasade. Yan manasa namanute, yena hurmano madam, tadeva brahmatvam viddhi, netam yatitamupasade. That which is not taught by the mind, that which is not thought by the mind or taught by the mind, but by which they say the mind thinks, know that alone to be Brahman, not this which people here worship. The mind holographic. The whole is in the part. The whole is in the part. Every cell encodes Paramashiva. Every moment contains eternity. Quantum entanglement is physical metaphor. Listen, I am repeating. First, you are not a body. You are a field of consciousness, temporarily localized in biological form. Second, the reality is holographic. The whole is in the part. Every cell encodes Paramashiva. Every moment contains eternity. Third, quantum entanglement is the physical metaphor for the Guru-disciple transmission. Distance is irrelevant. Coherence is everything. Fourth, the Shivalinga, Atmalinga you are having right now is not an idol, not just a deity. It's an interface, a wormhole architecture connecting the formless, avyakta, to the manifest, your body-mind. Fifth, Samadhi is not just trance, it is super clarity. It's a state where the quantum computer of your mind stops calculating and starts reflecting reality. The download is real, not metaphor. Your DNA, your neurons, your Karana Sarira get updated with cosmic intelligence when you access the zero point field. Fifth is Samadhi is not a trance, it is super clarity. It's a state where quantum computer of your mind stops calculating and starts reflecting reality. Sixth point, the download is real, not metaphor. Your DNA, your neurons, your Karana Sarira get updated with cosmic intelligence when you access that 0 point field. Seventh point, once you know we are one, competition becomes cooperation and evil is recognized as ignorance waiting to be healed. Paramashiva is not far, eighth but ultimate truth. Eighth but ultimate truth. Paramashiva is not far. He is encoded in every cell of your being. The Atmalinga in your emotional baseline, feeling connection as your inner dialogue, pure consciousness, witnessing the witness, observing the observer, Sakshi to the Sakshi, as your energetic posture, Kundalini active, aligned, exploding, rolling towards and experiencing, enjoying union with Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. I bless all. Paramatvaita Praptiras. Paramatvaita Praptiras. Paramatvaita Praptiras. Purna Arogya Praptirastu. Sakala Aishwarya Praptirastu. Sarva Mangala Praptirastu. Ananta Jyoti Praptirastu. Paramashiva Praptirastu. Paramashakti Praptirastu. Paramashiva Pada Praptirastu. Tatas. Om.
श्री कैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ श्री मीनाक्षि सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्ध दिव्यज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।